Okay, check it out, check it out. It's Luxury Fred, and I am here with a big monster, a big monster. This, my friends, is the 2019 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide. CVO, in case you didn't know, stands for Custom Vehicle Operations, and I think of it as Harley's version of AMG. So it's super expensive, super performance, super luxury versions of a few different bikes. Again, this is the Road Glide, and they are some of the most expensive Harleys that you can buy. This bike right here is $43,000. $43,000. So let me show you what you get for $43,000. First, you get an intensely amazing, huge 117 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine. And for you metric people, that's 1923 cc's. So it's almost a 2-liter engine on a motorcycle. It's incredibly powerful and incredibly fast. The interesting thing is that because this is a cruiser, all of your power is in the low end. In fact, the red line on this bike is only 5,500 RPM. So it's a hell of a lot different than all these sport bikes I've been driving, because again, all of your torque and power is only available up to 5,500 RPM. You have what's called the shark nose fairing, which again sets it apart, and you can see that it's a CVO and you can see that it's a Road Glide. Very aerodynamic. I've been riding this on the freeway and not a problem with the big, with wind or anything like that. The other feature that you'll see is it has this enormous 21-inch front wheel, which looks very cool. But because the wheel's big, they had to reduce some of the travel on the fork, and it's a little bumpy when you go over curbs and, you know, bumps like that. It can be a little bit bumpy, shockingly bumpy actually. On the freeway, not a problem, but again, when you ever go over a little curb or lip or something like that. So as I was saying, this is a big bike. It weighs 849 pounds, which is big. It's low. The seat height is only 25.9 inches, but with all that weight, it can be a little difficult to maneuver in a parking lot. For me, I'm a shorter rider. I'm 5'7". So on the freeway and stuff like that, it's fine, but when I have to move it or back it up or anything like that, for me, it's a little bit bigger than what I'm comfortable with. So I've spent a couple weeks riding this around. Let me show you some of the places I went. I rode up to Idlewild in the mountains. Made it to Idlewild! Yay! On the 2019 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide. The best way to ride up to Idlewild. So the bike was quite amazing on the mountain roads. Idlewild is 50 miles from Palm Springs or Palm Desert, and it's 50 miles of curvy mountain roads that rise 6,000 feet in elevation over those 50 miles. So it's an amazing road to ride or drive, and the Road Glide was perfect. Lots of low-end torque, and even fun to throw it around the canyons with some good leaning there. Okay, Luxury Fred here in the mountain town of Idlewild. Can you see that? Idlewild back there. Cool little mountain town. great motorcycle destination. So I rode the 2019 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide up here, and get out of the sun a little bit. Great ride. So the bike was amazing. Still getting used to that real low red line and all the torque being available at the low end. The red line is 5,500 RPMs. So it's a different experience than all these sport bikes that I've been riding recently. But just endless power from that huge 117 cubic inch engine. And great in the canyons, really leaned it a lot and really was carving the canyons and didn't have any issues with scraping it or anything like that. So even though it's a big V-twin cruiser with the saddlebags, you can still you know, really throw it around the canyons and really lean it, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to ride. So that's my report here from Idlewild. Now we're going to head back down to Palm Desert and just have more fun riding this incredible motorcycle around on a beautiful Sunday here in Southern California. So Idlewild again is this little mountain town. There's all kinds of you know, little inns and little hotels to stay at, kind of B&Bs, and you can see that you're in the mountains with all the big pine trees and lots of hiking and nature, and just a great little place to get away and an amazing place to ride here in Southern California. And I also did a couple road trips from Palm Springs to Los Angeles. Okay, made it to LA. My fun ride from Palm Springs. See, downtown LA. And what a great ride it was. 100 miles on the freeway, and this thing just eats up those miles, especially on the freeway. Very smooth, very powerful. Bike is amazing on the freeway. That's where you benefit from that big size and that big mass. It's just so planted and so steady and just cruises. And with that enormous engine, you know, you just have power for days and days and days. It's really amazing to ride. Let me show you the details here. So first we have keyless entry. You just have to have this in your pocket, and the cool thing is you have full locking. It locks the forks and it locks even the saddlebags, or unlocks everything for you automatically like that. Locked, unlock. I like how it locks and unlocks the saddlebags automatically. So you have these big saddlebags on either side with lots of room, hard saddlebags here, and then you close it like that. And same thing on this side. Then you can also use the key here to open it. You have big, beautiful engine. You have some Screaming Eagle performance parts here, as you can see. That comes standard. I really like the kind of 1970s retro logo there, almost like an AMF logo. What else? So again, you have ABS on the big front wheel there. You have LED headlights and tail lights. And show you this side. Again, you have this, not sure what that is, some kind of Screaming Eagle performance part there. And then control-wise, let me show you this, which is the Boombox Infotainment system. Let me show you that. So I'm really impressed with this system. Let me start it from scratch here. So basically, all of your infotainment controls are done on this touch screen here. And if we Power it on. So first thing, it's very fast. It starts up very quickly, faster than previous models, I'm told. You've got a high-res display, and everything is customizable. So basically, you have three main functions. You have phone, you have navigation, and you have music. And everything is controlled through there. So this is like a luxury car in that it's got Bluetooth, you can hook your phone up to it, and then it has a built-in navigation, it has Apple CarPlay, it has all kinds of things for you to control. So you can see we have a Sirius XM signal there. So starting here with music, you have your radio, and then as I said, you can hook up your phone to this and then play music from your phone via Bluetooth. It's very loud. So hopefully YouTube won't get me in trouble for playing a couple seconds of Boston. But it's very loud, and it's really an incredible system. So what else? So this is Gorilla Glass, which is a very high strength glass. This display works in the wet, in the dry, it doesn't make a difference. Also, you can use your finger, but you can also use gloves, and it still reacts. And the cool thing is there are three ways to control this. There's a Harley headset. Okay, and just want to show you, this is the Harley earpiece right here. You have two. You have a Bluetooth headset, and then you have a hard-wired headset with a microphone here. This mounts to the inside of your helmet, and then once it's mounted on the inside of your helmet, then it physically plugs in to this down here, and that allows you to use your phone for Bluetooth. And then the passenger can hook theirs to that. So this is an official Harley accessory, and then this allows you to control the infotainment system and other bike functions with your voice. And again, this mounts inside your helmet. And you can use voice control. You can use controls here to change things and to move things around and stuff like that. And then you can also physically touch the screen here like this. So you can use your voice, you can use the controls here, or you can use actual just touching it. So when you're riding, if you have the voice thing hooked up, then you can, you can just use your voice to control it. The cool thing about this, another cool thing, is you have full GPS navigation. And then this and everything else, you can slide, you can pinch, all that kind of stuff to move it around. So this is like any other GPS. You put in your destination, and it will search for things and all kinds of stuff. Something else cool is there's a Harley-Davidson app, and you can, like when you're inside and you're not on the bike, you can use the app to pick destinations and to set routes and things like that. And then you can send the information from the app to this, and then it uploads the directions or the GPS right there. So very cool function like that. Again, your main features are your navigation, your music, and your phone, and then you have all kinds of, you can do your audio routing, where it's going, volumes, fader, things like that, all your normal controls. The other thing is this whole thing is customizable. So you can set the colors, you can set what language it is, all those kinds of things. Then this is also how you access your Bluetooth setup to connect your phone or the wireless headset, etc., etc. Wireless headset, I'll show you that in a second, and then you can pick favorites of your stations and things like that. So again, it's just like a luxury car infotainment system. It's amazing to use, and I loved having the really loud stereo while I was riding, and I also love the GPS, where I could just put the directions in this, tells you exactly where to go, again, like having GPS in a car. So just wanted to show you some of the highlights of this incredible system. Again, this is called the Boom Box infotainment system, and it's available on lots of different Harley models. So then you have all your infotainment controls are up here. You have your speedometer and tachometer, and then here you have some displays that you can cycle through in terms of trip displays and stuff like that. Obviously you have all the stuff up there. In terms of controls here, this is your infotainment and your radio control to go home, or to to change the volume or change other things there. This is your cruise control, which I've used a lot, which is very cool. Turn signal, horn. That is to enable the voice command. As I was saying before, this does have a headset and you can do voice commands, or you can just do it like this. See, it has popular commands up there. You have cancel. You have two holders here where you can put your mobile phone or something like that, and they go in there. And then over here you have your hazards, you have your start, you have your run stop, you have your, this is a control for, not sure what that is. So I'm not sure what these control are. Okay, so that's for a CB radio. And this is for, again, more controls to go back and to move the infotainment stuff, your throttle up here, and then your gas cap here. So that's kind of a look. Just an incredible bike. If you want to spend $43,000 on a motorcycle, this is what you're going to get, and it's a very amazing bike to ride. I really had a lot of fun with it. This is probably the biggest bike that I've ever ridden, and it was really a blast to ride. So that is it. If you like what you see, hey, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and check it out. Check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot more motorcycle reviews there for you to watch. Thank you for watching.